I ain't had no hair.
So what it says?
It doesn't even have a place for hair.
See? They take it off. They admit it. I'm gonna introduce this to you.
Those are good. I like those.
Because it's the back.
Can somebody with no eyebrows ever look surprised?
That's a great. That's a great.
I'm trying to think.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Why is it called a TV set, but you only get one? Why are things typed up but written down? We gonna type up this paper. I'm gonna write this down. Why are there flotation devices under plane seats instead of parachute? Makes sense, don't it?
See, these are the things we talk about when we're at commercial break. You hear Dark John with all these.
Why is it when you're driving and looking for an address, you turn down the volume of the radio?
Like you can actually hear.
Right.
You can actually hear the address.
Somebody talking to you, you squint. Like you can see their words. I'm loving this, right?
I'm just confused.
I am too.
And they all of those are online somewhere?
Yeah, they call it imponderables and difference.
Imponderables.
Yeah. They said in the lighter, why are there 2 cylinders inside this lighter? Why do painters wear white pants? You know you're gonna get a dirty when you got a white pants.
Yeah.
Why do painters wear white? That was a question that they had. Why are pretzels shaped the way they shape? All kinds of stuff. I got them books. They got a whole series of them. Just questions in life that people just ask. Why is toilet paper 2 ply? Get your butt together.
Interesting questions.
They said, why isn't the number 11 pronounced 1 and 1?
1 1 1 1. 10 1 1. Why you might mistake one?
Who ever thought of the idea of diagramming a sentence?
Right. Who did that? If you take an Oriental man and spin him around several times, do he become disoriented? She killing me! She killing me! Why do overlook and oversee mean opposite?
Why do people call you when you're coming to a radio station when you're on the air? So why call? Why not text? That's a question. I'm like, yo, why do you call me if you know we're on radio? Did that make sense? That's why I be blasting people. Sometimes I'll answer on speakerphone, put it next to the radio. Say, this is when people call you when you're on the radio.
What that simply mean?
No, that's the other lady that's supposed to be giving me for the past 3 weeks. Watched the shoot that University City reunion. You can bring us back out. Dirk, you got something?
Yeah,
I thought about to come out. Huh?
So I got a drop in here.
What about Pennsylvania water, John?
I ain't even get that. You're supposed to been that week.
Figure this out and bring her in.
I got all your drops.
Okay.
I was in town.
Figure this out, bring her in.
Yeah, you can figure out things. She said, I'm just gonna make sure you're there. It's 6 to 8.
Looks quick.
They said, why is it no matter what color bubbles you use, the bubbles are always still white? The bottle be green, pour it in there, the bubbles are white. I've been on this all day. Honorable, I ain't do no work, but I'm on my second. It goes in 1,
10 seconds.
2, 1, 2, 3, and. Hey!
Like 10 seconds.
Boom, boom, boom.
I
Alright, listen.
So she was paying attention.
I never really promised listeners until my co-host, along with everybody that's here. I usually don't tell them what my segment is going to be because I always like to be that little element of surprise. But today I decided I'm going to get them to chime in a little bit. So I'm going to tell them what the segment is. The segment is, and I need y'all to think about it, that first fight.
That first fight.
I want you to remember your first fight. Good or bad, win or lose. It could be elementary school, but that first fight.
Got
The
it.
one you remember.
Got it.
So some of us thinking about our first fight, these are some of the things that came to mind. Grease. Vaseline. Slapped all over my face. Some beat up sneakers. Remember, we had to set up the fight. We gave them the time, the date, and the place. Remember that?
Yeah.
Fight Street.
3 o'clock, schoolyard, on time. Wednesday. We knew the time, date, place. Remember, you would pull your hair back in the tightest ponytail you ever had?
Not me.
Some of us remember our first fight, and they took that L. Remember, you knocked on your opponent's door, and you got beat up. That was an L. How and what made you think that you could knock on somebody else's door and get a win? It don't work like that. Remember when you was mad at the person to get them to fight you, you would play on their phone? Play on mine now. Call ID. You was known as a bully. Remember when you wanted to fight and you was light skinned? They would scratch your face all up. Dark skin don't scratch. Because we cool. Now, sometimes that first fight happens. It's normally that bully. That person whose name you ain't never heard of. Think about the first person that you ever fought. Why is her name Dontanika Lachey? You ain't never heard of her again. Nobody ever had the name of your first bully. Why his name is Rakamir Jew Jashan. That's his name. Rakamir. Have you ever met another Rakamir? No. He was put on this earth to bully you. People, call us. It's Chris, slide. 267, give it to me, because I can't sit.
368
368
53
53
28.
28. Now listen. Call us and tell us about your first fight. You was over there giggle, Mr. Tony. Tell me about your first fight, Simply Dick.
My first fight, and I think Kev can remember this person.
They was fighting each
They was
other.
fighting in the schoolyard
Okay, place.
with a gentleman by the name of Whoop.
See?
Remember him?
A name you ain't never heard of.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Whoop.
Woo. See?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And remember this? You put the little thing on your shoulder and be like, knock
Knock
that
it off.
Yeah.
Knock it
Yeah,
off.
yeah, knock that off.
See?
So, you know,
Whoop.
put the little thing on the shoulder, knock that off, knock that off.
Yup, and you
As
knock.
soon as you knock
No,
it
you
off,
hit
the
me
fight
first. No,
starts.
you hit me first. No, you
Yeah.
hit me first.
I
Okay.
can't do that now.
Did you take an L or the
If
W?
you say
Did
knock
you
it
get the
off,
win?
you're going to get knocked
Or was it a
out.
tie? See, they didn't tie back in the day.
It was a tie.
Okay.
You know what happened?
Y'all got
it was,
tired?
It was 2 hits. We both hit each other at the same
Two
time.
hit. When the last time you had a 2-hit fight?
Hey,
Go ahead.
He hit me. I remember hitting him right here,
In the bridge of his nose.
bridge of his nose, and he was blinded for about a few hours or so. The principal actually had to take him to Women's Medical Hospital. And
Is this in Mifflin?
Yes, I was scared to death.
Mr. Persley?
Exactly. From the Women's Medical Hospital because he could not see.
Dead wrong.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, if you out there, whoop. Come here and let me know if you got the win. Come on, Big Cat. Tell me about it.
What's his
I
name?
went to a elementary school by the name Richard R. Wright. Those who
I
know where it's
remember
at,
Richard Alright.
right? And this cat named Leroy.
Where you heard another Leroy from?
Well, we heard Leroy's all over, but
They drunk.
you know now, yeah. Anyway, I was scared He called me out, and I was scared.
He says,
But you know, when you scared, you do some crazy stuff.
Right.
And of course, he had everybody backing him up, and I'm trying to sneak home, and they was waiting for me at the doors. It's in 3rd grade.
He remember the year.
Yeah.
Time, date, and place.
Yeah, because it was like, Kev, I'm gonna beat you up after school. I was like,
See?
Was this at Mifflin?
no, this is all right.
Is it all right? Okay.
And today, I remember it vividly. He flipped me over, and somehow or another, I flipped him over. I was banging his head on the concrete, and somebody said, "Joffrey, Joffrey, Joffrey!" I got up and ran home, but I wanted to fight.
He said he got up and ran home.
Just in case he's gonna come back.
The next day, he came to school. Hey, kid. I was like,
He thought it was a part 2 of that fight. That wasn't scheduled.
but it was sunny. It was a sunny day, yeah. But I was scared, I'm telling you.
It's always in hot days. What you think, Mark 5?
I don't remember.
You don't remember that first
I
day?
don't remember my first fight.
Diva, you remember your first one?
Oh boy, do I.
What was her name? Lashanika?
No, her name was Angela.
Oh, God, that's my last fight. Oh, no, excuse me.
Oh my God.
Probably the same person.
Yeah. It was Houston Elementary School, 4th grade. Me and this girl was arguing for almost 2 weeks.
Wow, man, y'all worked up to it.
We worked up to it.
It got
And
rather.
I guess she was, by me screaming louder than how she was screaming, even though she was taller than me. We was getting ready to go at it one day, and out of nowhere, I got a chair. Bang! Knocked me out. I was in the classroom, old girl hit me with a chair. It wasn't even a fight.
Wow.
She was like, look, I'm not giving this girl a chance. It's over. I'm tired. We done built up. It just hit me out of nowhere. When I came to, it was just like, I didn't know what had happened. The last thing that I remember was just blacking out. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, after that day, I found out she lived right around the corner from me. We wound up becoming friends. I don't know how that happened. I don't remember the conversation, but that was my first fight. Old girl hit me with a chair in the classroom.
Me and Leroy was never friends.
Me and Leroy was never friends. Well, I want y'all callers, I want y'all to sit back and remember that first fight. See, it's going to be something different every week. And I just had to figure out, it's almost time for that lottery number, so I need y'all to be tuned in for the lottery.
So they ain't lottery. No, we ain't there yet.
We ain't there
No,
yet.
we ain't there yet.
Did you hear the cues out there? They just heard
Put it out.
Yo, and that was my throwback. Remember this for the week.
When you said lottery, that's what you are.
Oh, damn.
I'm seeing somebody on this. Talk about the lottery. That's why I grabbed the headphones to see if I heard right. Yeah, I don't remember my first one.
Philip
I
Terry.
remember the first boy started bullying me. I got to the point I got
He was big as a moose too, man.
Exactly.
He was big as a moose, boy.
Exactly.
Always so.
Trust me, I was scared. So y'all out there in Ustream.
What's up, y'all?
What was your first fight? Did you win? Did you take the L? Do you remember the person that you fought? Hit us up. Let us know.
That wasn't even a
What's
fight.
up? I'm on the radio.
It just came out of
No,
nowhere.
that wasn't no fight. That was a sneak.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll call you at
She didn't give you a chance to, you know.
At the same time, we hope
All right,
there's nobody out there being bullied. If you are, you could always get at one of us. We will help in any way we can to help you not be bullied. You can hit us up here at the station 215-368-5328, or you can hit us up on our personal email or on our Facebook page. We're on Facebook at Sadior presents Open Conversation every single day. No one should be bullied, and if you are being bullied, hit one of us up so we can help you out with that.
That's bullying month. That's right. October is bullying month.
And it's breast cancer awareness.
We did mention it. Yeah, I'm talking about this comment. Then we can get to
Yeah.
the topic. And I think I bring it back now.
Also, for those of you who don't know, November the 7th, we are having a meet and greet Saturday from 5 to 9. Tickets are $15. Did that just go up?
No, just go ahead. Keep on. Keep on. Keep on.
Dinner included. If you want to get tickets, you can hit us up. Me, Mark 5, Dark Child, Mr. Divine,
And yours truly.
Kevin Kev. Get tickets. This is going to be an event where you can meet all of the hosts of Open Conversation. All you got to do is, again, hit us up on Facebook, Shador's Open Conversation. Or if you have numbers, you can hit us up on the numbers, or you can call us here at the radio station, 215-368-5321.
There you go. All right, bring it back. 50 seconds. Fade it out. Stop it.
In other words, come out the pockets, get up some money. This is for your benefit.
It's a networking affair.
And we are back talking to our youth stream watchers behind the scenes. This is Mark 5. You're tuned in to Sadior Presents Open Conversation here on Heat 100 Radio. We were talking about the event November 7th at the meet and greet. There's going to be a lot of business and different individuals there. Yes, I don't remember the address. And Chuck Alibi is 101 Cotman Avenue, 5 Points, Cotman Avenue, in Rising Sun. For more information, just hit us up at Sadior office 215-909-6070. We great to get our topic started. Our other guest, Simply Me, is still on her way. She called me. It's kind of crazy out there, so she will be walking in. Physical attraction versus
Mental connection.
mental connection. Let's get started.
Is there a divide?
Yes.
And why do you say so?
Because you have the physical and then you have the mental. You can look at a person, that's merely the physical. They can be the finest female you ever saw, he can be the finest dude you ever saw. That's all physical. What happens when that physical starts to disappear? What do you have left?
Are you saying that the physical, just the outright physical diminishes?
Yeah.
And there's nothing left?
Hey, they are true dum-dum. Do you stay with them?
Well, that's a topic for another day. Ladies and gentlemen of our listening audience.
Straight thumb.
Yeah.
Like y'all have nothing to talk
Excuse
about.
me, intellectually challenged individuals need not apply.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now,
Leave it up to Kev to make it sound
Intelligent.
intellectually challenged individuals need not apply because this is not your arena. If all you can discuss is what's on sale at Kohl's, keep it moving. Mental.
Keep it moving, you gold shoppers.
That's right.
Gold
Kohl's to Target to whatever. Just don't wind up at Walmart. You will be hit up. Anyway.
I think there has to be some type of mental connection. Like you need to be able to talk, have intelligent conversations, be able to talk about something. You know what I mean? And hold a conversation for an extended period of time. Not, oh, how's the weather? What you do today?
Well, people at Walmart can hold the ticket discount extended conversations.
Yeah.
Welcome to Walmart. Welcome to Walmart.
Mm-hmm. And what's after that?
It extends. Welcome to
I
Walmart.
really know more than what's on sale on aisle 5.
It extends. Welcome.
Well, I think what it is, real quick, is that individuals don't date. And I think Kev talked about this on one of the shows that we talked about. Individuals don't take time to get to know each other. They just basically see something and they think of the physical aspect of things instead of getting the mental connection.
Well, dating used to be, courting is an art form.
Courting.
Courting, yes.
Courting is an art form. And the big social disconnect, why this topic has brought itself up, physical versus mental, is because so many of us, and I strongly feel this way, that we left the generation behind on teaching them what it is to be social within our own community. Everywhere. From men not teaching boys, ladies not teaching girls. It's just a total disconnect on how to even present yourself
Okay. I agree with
to
that.
the next person.
I agree with that.
And this isn't like it's not gender specific and it's not sexual orientation specific neither. It's
Right.
just all across the board.
Mhm.
People have lost the willingness to be able to show somebody that they're interested in more than just their physical being, because to certain people, an interesting conversation is a physical conversation. To others, it's not.
Right.
This is true.
You know, you can actually massage anyone's mindset and get their endorphins running just by talking to them, if you're willing to do it. Now, I can remember saying one time, I want to go on a date. That means go pick a girl up. Even if I ain't got a car, get on the bus, we go downtown and walk around.
Right.
Whatever happened to that?
People don't know how to date or how to court or even how to romance. You know what I mean? So now it's all about, can I come over? Can I spend some time with you?
Let's chill.
Let's chill. You know what I mean?
Well, here's a question I have today. Does intimacy cloud one's judgment of romance?
Yes.
Why do you say?
Intellectual intimacy is best. It's better. You understand what I'm saying? Because it keeps you interested in the person, because you know that they have more to offer than just physical appearance.
Okay.
But when you're talking about sexual intimacy, some people, that's just all they're interested in, and they don't want anything else. That's
Right.
all they know.
That's all they know.
And if you try to introduce them into something else, they consider it corny.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody does that today. I don't have time for that. And there's always somebody else that they can roll off to that's going to be willing to accept what they're trying to get. So if that's so easy to get somewhere else, why would they actually take the time to date that woman that actually wants a date?
There are, how can I say it? There are many reasons why the male species doesn't get it. Right? I can
Give us five.
Give us five.
Give us
Okay.
five.
Education,
1,
greed,
2,
home training.
3.
You stopped me. You got me at 3. Peer pressure,
4,
and the simple fact of just plain old ignorance.
5. There you have it. The Mark 5, Kevin. Guys don't get it.
They don't get it. They don't want to get it. They're not trying to get it. And I have 3 daughters, and I look back and I say to myself, what in the world do they have to look forward to?
Scary.
It is a scary prospect out here.
Scary.
I mean, really, the pickings are not only slim, they're not. I feel for you ladies. I really feel for y'all, because this nonsense that they got going on out here, as far as what we are projected as men are concerned, it's a total travesty.
She already said it. I feel for you.
It's a travesty.
Yeah. Well, let's introduce real quick. We have Simply Me just stepped up in the building, joining in on the conversation: physical attraction versus mental connection.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, how are you? You ain't
Oh,
changed that
good,
name yet,
thanks.
huh?
Well, I'm going to go with, when you're in, if we're both in, I'm going to go with Miss Me, so we don't have to keep. So Miss Me, you can miss me with it.
So what you think, as far as with the topic?
Well, with mental connection, I'm more so the type of woman rather, that would much rather have a mental connection with someone versus a physical connection. Because with a physical connection, you can get bored easily. I like to be intrigued. I like to talk about life. I like to talk about politics. I like to talk about what's happening. If someone's not on my mental level, I'll get a little bored easily. Now, with the physical attraction, the looks can die.
Exactly.
That's it.
So, you know, I mean, there's nothing wrong with seeing someone and saying, hey, you know, he's a nice looking person. But to try to pursue something just because of the mental, the physical attraction, I don't think it's a good look. I don't think it's a good look. So, a lot of time rather is people, they don't have the patience anymore to take the time to get to know someone.
Mm-hmm.
See, I asked not long ago the difference that I said, I made the statement that courting is an art form, that it's lost in this day and age. But if you ever hear the conversations going on nowadays, you hear comments like, well, I ain't got time for that.
Right.
Well, miss, what do you have time for? Because I'm not in a rush.
Right.
I've got time, so what do you have time? I ain't got time to be waiting. Oh, so you mean to tell me I have to take you out first time I see you? Or, you know, the first time we get together, it must be a date, like, you know, like dinner, movie, show, and all the rest of that. Whatever happened to just, you know, take a nice little stroll?
Right.
Well, that's why it should be addressed right then and there. What are your expectations? You know, first of all, you need to ask yourself, what are your expectations? And you have to ask yourself, okay, am I looking to date someone just to have something casual, or am I looking to date to work towards marriage? So you need to figure that out for yourself first. What do you want? You want to just casually date, you know, and just enjoy yourself, or are you headed towards the quote-unquote ultimate goal, which is marriage? And then once you figure that out, then when you pursue someone or someone, I'm sorry? Then when you pursue someone or someone pursues you, you need to let it be known right from the door. Hey, listen, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking to be married, or I'm looking to casually date, or I'm looking for someone to just spend time with, or I'm just looking for a companion. Let it be known from the beginning, and that way you won't waste your time, let alone their time.
Exactly.
Because they may not want what you want. They may look to just have a casual, you know, here and there, you know, or they may be looking to be married.
Mm-hmm.
So why not say it from the beginning? You know, and if that person can't accept that, then they weren't for you anyway. So there's no loss at all.
But is there a line that's drawn when you first meet somebody that you automatically have to tell them that, you know, I'm looking to get married?
I'm gonna tell you, I have a secret way of asking. I just, you know, my thing is, I say, are you looking for someone to chill with, or are you looking with someone to build with?
Doing.
If I get that chill, I'm
There
done.
you have it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think you set the ground rules up from the door. Then there's no guessing, and there's no situations down the road because you established it from the get.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You have conversations. People don't know how to have conversations anymore. You have this conversation from the start.
You gotta pay attention to
And you
the
gotta pay
responses and the
attention.
answers.
Exactly.
To things that are not said as well as things that are said.
The sign.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And body language will tell you a lot. Body language, I read body language. Body language, I always say body language will tell me more than what your mouth says. Because you can be smiling and saying one thing, but if your body language is not matching what's coming out your mouth,
Mm-hmm.
then it's like, you know what, okay, you know, I don't try to be judgmental. However, I'm not going to just set myself up and have a certain amount of expectations for a letdown. So I ask questions from the beginning.
Right.
You know,
have to.
and a lot of people, they jump from relationship to relationship to relationship. I like to take my time in between. Now, I just recently ended a relationship. So right now where I'm at, I'm taking my time and I'm figuring myself out. I'm spending more time with my children. I have school. I have other things going on. And some people say, well, don't you get lonely? Well, are we all human? You know, but you know, you have to kind of think, okay, do I want to just start dating again? And then involve those feelings rather from that past relationship? Or am I going to be patient and allow those feelings to die down so that I can be fair with someone when I'm dating them? Because if you're dating and you're still holding on to those feelings from before, you're not being fair to that person.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not even showing that person who you truly are, because right now you're not who you truly are because you had feelings for the person who you were still with. So why not allow yourself some time to get to know yourself better? Maybe the relationship ended because of a fault of your own, or maybe it was no fault of your own. So you need to take the time and ask yourself, hey, you know what? I need to better prepare. It's a job, really. Being in a relationship is a job. It is.
And I'm retired.
So, there's nothing wrong with asking somebody, hey, let me see your resume. I need to know what's on your resume. And I need to know, do you see yourself growing here? Are you looking to stay within the company, or are you just looking just to be here?
Is there room for personal advancement?
Exactly.
Is there a glass ceiling?
Exactly. Another point. Well, with me, now where I'm at, if I were to start dating again, it would be to work towards marriage, because I have daughters and I have sons. That's where I'm at. And I don't care if we date for a year, 2 years. However, as long as I see there's something and we're both on the same path working towards marriage, then that's fine. I have daughters. I have sons. I need to set an example for both. I need to show my sons how they are to treat a woman, and I need to show my daughters how they are to be treated. I need to show my daughters I'm not going to just date that person and then date that person and date that person, because then they'll grow up thinking, hey, it's okay to date this man, date that man, date that man. Now, when you're younger, casually dating, that's fine. That's fine, as long as you're being safe about it.
What's younger?
And you're being honest with that person. I would say in your late teens, early 20s.
So let me.
That's it? Late teens, early 20s? What happened to the midlife crisis area about the mid-30s?
That's midlife crisis?
I don't think that's midlife crisis.
Oh, hey.
I tell you, in your 30s, you're just really learning who you are. And then when you're in your 40s, you're accepting who you are. And by the time you're in your 50s, if you don't have who you are or learning who you are down pat, then you need to start back at one somewhere.
Here.
So let me ask you a quick question. The mental connection, would you say affects, because you brought up children. Now, do you feel as though the physical attraction should be based on dating and not really getting serious? The mental connection should be more so when you're serious, or both of them matter. When I say that, I'm saying it because you said children. Physically, you can't help your children.
Exactly.
Mentally and emotionally, if it's messing with you, and of course it's going to affect your children, because your children have to watch you go through that mental abuse or whatever you're taking.
That's true. That's true.
So do you feel as though, what's more important?
I think the mental connection is more important. I mean, it's okay to, if you have that mental connection, I think the physical attraction is a bonus. If you have a mental connection with someone as well as you're attracted to them physically and they're attracted to you, then that's a bonus. But once you're at a certain point in life, it should be being with someone who's on the same page as you. They don't necessarily have to think like you, but as long as they're on the same page as you.
So you don't need a yes man?
No, I don't want no yes. No. I call them bobbleheads. Don't just agree with everything, because if you agree, if you
bobbleheads,
stole my joke, stole my joke. You stole my channel. You heard me say that? Really? No, really.
Hey,
no. Check my Facebook page. Matter of fact, I'm going to bring it up and screenshot it and I'll send it to you. I put that up a couple years ago. I call them bobbleheads because they shake their head and they say yes to everything you say. I don't like that, because if you agree with everything I say, you are lying to me. If you think everything I say is real or 100 or whatever, you don't have your own opinion, you have a hidden agenda somewhere, or you are not able to think for yourself.
A Tonka panel?
I'm sorry?
Wow. Don't worry about that. Don't strike that from the record books.
All right, see, let me chime in here. But the Bible
Yes,
is, and all that. You just gotta be really upfront with what it is that you want. You have to set limits, put your expectations, make them be known.
Exactly.
But stop being cling-free sheets, ladies. You don't need cling-free sheets. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Little dry sheets.
Yeah.
It's either dry, they just cling to everything.
Yeah.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? From now on, all
That's
the
a good
hosts, part of our job is to bring dictionaries when we come here.
Right. When this one comes, we're going to bring the thesaurus. You know what? And encyclopedias. Because we be saying some slavery words we ain't never heard of.
Oh, that's not true.
Listen, you got to be very clear with your intentions and what it is that you want. If it's just going to be some casual wham bam, thank you ma'am, so be that. Wham bam. If it's going to be that You here for the winter creep and going for the summer sheets.
I like that.
It's you. You.
All right now.
Cause some come for the winter heat, leave for the summer sheets.
Yeah.
So be gone. Know your season, ladies. Now. When what's that old saying? Don't become somebody's priority if you ain't their priority.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be someone's option if they're not. Don't make someone else
Your priority.
all you are to them is an option.
Yeah. Write that down.
Yeah.
Say it again, slower.
Yeah.
Don't make someone else your priority when all you are to them is an option.
So, what Kev said, ladies, because it's us. Some of us is thirsty.
Yeah.
There's some thirsty Stockville ladies out there. You just delicious. Because Beyonce came up that song, and half of y'all think swerve on it, surfboarding it, that it was the right thing. No. Get your life together.
That's why I think conversation is very important. You need to talk. You need to establish from the door what it is you're looking for, what you want. I say it all the time. You know what I mean? Have conversation. There should be no rush. No rush at all. I know me and myself, before I even went out with the person that I'm involved with, we talked on the phone for an entire month before we went out on a date. And that way, when we did go, we already knew each other because we talked pretty much every day on the telephone. So it took a whole month before we went out with each other. But we got to know each other first, which I thought was important.
And that's interesting because I say that, you know, courting and trying to just date a young lady for whatever reason has lost its shine.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, I'm looking at the fact that is anybody even interested in the word date?
Well, I think
Definitely.
I think that a lot of it is, well, we as women need to accept some fault in that. And it's because we are accepting less now because the odds are, you know, for every one man, there's what, 4 or 5 women. So we're thinking, okay, I'm just saying we're thinking that we have to accept what is given because there's so few men out there. So some of our, that's a some, not with all women, but some of our standards have dropped. Some of us are thinking now, okay, if I don't accept what he's given to me, I'm going to never get a man. So, and then some men are thinking, okay, you know, I don't have to take her on a date anymore. I don't have to court anymore because a lot of women are accepting exactly what we're given now. So I don't have to do the flowers. I don't have to do the candy. You know, I'll just go straight at her and say, hey, you know what? Let's go have a drink and then go chill. Netflix and chill is what they call it now. Let's go watch Netflix and chill. Versus, you know, what happened to going to for a walk in the park? You don't have to even with me.
It's muggers in the park, boo. It's muggers. You must not been watching all the white women jogging in the park.
Well, that's just an example. We can go to the museum, we can go to the park, we can just walk, whatever have you.
Hey, in the city of Philadelphia, I mean, you know, couple ice cream cones and a walk down to the planet. You know, in front of people.
You just hear about it more so in our towns because in other towns they'll hush.
Right.
They'll hush it more. But it
it's going on now. It's going on
There's
now.
all type of dates you can go on. Like I know, Friday, because of the way Center City was locked down, I went on a very, here we go. I went on a very nice walk with Alicia. We
went to the bathroom.
Just walked.
Mm-hmm.
And it was good. Just to walk and be able to talk.
Yep.
Was good.
That's where you're building the bond. That's where the bond comes in from the small things.
Mm-hmm.
Now, of course, if a man buys you a nice gift, you're going to love it and accept it. If a woman buys you a nice gift, you're going to love it and accept it. But in the end, when it gets down to the wire, where maybe, you know, you may be at that hill in your relationship where you're deciding, okay, whether or not we're going to stay together or break apart. It's going to be the small things that add up that will keep you together. It won't be that $10,000 ring that'll keep you there. It may be the multitude of small things
It would keep me.
that the person. I'll say for myself. That's physical attraction.
Wait a minute though. I was washing dishes.
For myself, it will be the small things that will keep me there.
Kevin
Let's
wants to
say
say
together.
Listen. I am all for physical attraction. I am more into the mental connection. But I don't want anybody out there in Radio Land or wherever we at Ustream to even get it twisted for one moment. If there is not some type of physical attraction, the mental connection will not happen.
Exactly.
You can stop with people who say, well, you know what? Nope, mental, that's it. You don't have nothing
You're not
physical.
going to approach
It's not even going. It's not even going to
You're
happen. The
not-
I
conversation.
think it depends upon the person. Now, of course, there has to be some sort of certain. Well, everyone.
I gotta wake up.
You're not
Something
going
say
to.
hi.
Of
You're not
course,
going
there
to
has to
approach
be
an ugly person.
some sort of.
Why
But
they
if that ugly person, if that ugly person speaks to you and brings out something in you that no other person has brought out, it's going to be some sort of connection. You may not build and move forward with it, but it's going to be some sort of connection because that quote unquote ugly person may have showed you an inner beauty in you that you didn't even know existed. So of course, it has to be something physical, that you.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
But I
glad
know
you said
people
that.
who've been
She
together.
got inner beauty she don't even know. That's called ugly.
No. You can have a
that's
talent.
not
You can have
true.
a beautiful talent in you that you didn't know existed, and you can have that quote unquote again ugly person show you something within yourself that you never knew existed, and it could be a beautiful talent.
Just like that ugly baby. You look at him and say, "Ooh, you got talent."
Dude. You just like your daddy.
Oh no, she didn't.
No.
I'm gonna say this. One of the things my father always said when it comes to that physical attraction, he said, "We're gonna have to stand up sometime." What can you
Gotta turn the
offer?
light somewhere.
And that's the thing. That's what my father always said. He said, I love good-looking women, but they got to be able to stand up sometime, which means I can sleep with you all day, but if you can't stand up and hold a conversation, I don't need you.
But you know what? I agree with that, and I'm gonna say this, and this is true. If any of y'all watched the first 48, it was a police officer, African American brother. He looked like he was biracial. He was burned up. His face is burnt. His ears is burnt. He was a very attractive young man. His wife stayed with him even after the burn. And she said to him, although we were physically attracted to him, the person he was in the inside didn't get burned.
That's who you fall in love with, that inner person. You don't really fall in love
Exactly.
with the looks. So you fall in
But
love
I'm
with
just
it.
saying, I don't need no
You
ugly
love the person by
Don't
look.
you think that because I'm sitting on this radio station with your ugliness, because I'm telling you now,
I knew this was coming.
You know what? I need a line at the door when we get off for Dark Child.
hey,
I'm just gonna
in
put this-
Wadsworth.
I'm just going to put this out there.
dog biscuits.
Just like you say, you just got rid of something. I just walked away from a good-looking man, lot of money, but he was just so ugly on the inside. So when it comes down to it, what you physically got, it weighs very little.
Exactly.
Your personality, your communication, the way you treat somebody and everything, that does become more, and your knowledge and the way you can hold a conversation. Because I'm saying, he's a good-looking man. A lot of chicks like him, drove a nice car, the whole nine. Everybody see him, know his name. Had to skate, came ugly inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
left
that's
through
That's
all
like this
myself.
one person I was dating a while ago. I'm not going to give any clues. I'll just say a while ago. And he was a good person, we had the mental connection going on. And then one day I just looked up at him and was like, oh my God, he is fine. Like, I didn't realize how fine he was. Because we had such a good connection, whatever. I knew he was a nice looking person. But I actually just looked at him. And said, wow, this man is fine. So sometimes you could be so involved with the mental connection that you don't even realize how beautiful or unattractive a person is because of where that mental connection lies. So I think physical attraction rather, it does play a small part, but it just depends upon the person because everybody has their own views of what they feel they can get out from a relationship. You know, some people like 50-50. You know, you have to be attractive, you have to be mentally there. Some people just want somebody to show off on their arm.
Right.
That's all. They don't care if you're dumb as a doorknob. You look good.
I only take you out when it's dark. And I only got the lights off in the room.
That's
probably
my
Wow.
And I know this to be. I know what you say to be factual.
Yeah.
My uncle was a paraplegic, and he suffered with MS for almost over half his life. But if there was one person ever that ever walked this earth that I could have their disposition, it would be him. He had to be the nicest dude I ever knew. Ever in my entire life. And I mean, anybody that knew him liked him. In all my years, I never heard a bad word about him. So, yes, a mental connection is definitely, so to speak, your groundswell, your forking, your
foundation.
Yeah, your foundation.
Yeah.
Your stake to claim to having something long lasting, to having something that's meaningful, to having something that's worthwhile, to having something that's challenging.
Right.
Because when you wake up, you need to be challenged. If your mind isn't challenged, you're stagnant. It's like cold air in a car. You driving down the road, you'd rather roll the windows down and let the air hit you to the road with no heat in the car in the middle of winter. Woo! So, yeah, I believe the mental connection is definitely the plus side. The physical attraction, yeah, there's a side of that too.
So you're saying the physical attraction is the starting point, and then the mental connection is a plus?
No, I'm saying the physical attraction is more like whipped cream on a very, very good dessert.
Okay.
It's the added feature.
Yeah.
Right? It's not like when you order your dessert, somebody says, whipped cream or not. If you like whipped cream, you say yeah. If you don't, you say no. You know, but you still got that dessert there.
You ugly as no.
You know what? We're gonna stop with this ugly thing.
I'm sorry. It's some ugly men that you do put on leashes and keep them around because they fix stuff in the house.
Called the friend zone. It's called the
What
friend
is the
zone.
friend zone? This is something that I've been. This is something new to me. I mean, you know, what is the friend zone? Could I be enlightened?
But you never get the cat. We go to the movies together, we eat, we hang out, we might even go on a trip together, but you never cross the cootie cat.
Oh, so you may be, you know.
No, but JJ, no, he could be.
He can be straight up.
He could be straight.
Oh, but he just ain't gonna never
He's not
get
getting
physical.
the JJ.
No, and that's the friend zone.
That's the friend zone.
Man, I like that. I might want to try that. That's.
I'll be at the movie. I'll be all on you.
Oh no.
But that's it. We ain't doing nothing else after that.
And how many dudes do this? Do they do this willingly, or is this something that they don't know they're in the friend zone?
No, they know.
Oh, they wake up and recognize
They
it.
waiting it.
Oh,
They
so
wait
hold on,
because-
so wait a minute.
but
So is this after
It's
the
not
No,
story?
but some of them, they know, and they're just hoping that friend zone with the right this or the right that will flip and not be the friend zone.
Right.
There is that hope.
So let me ask you, with this friend zone, is it a physical attraction or a mental connection?
For him, we got the same pocketbook.
Mm.
So, no, that's
Look,
the
everybody-
yeah, that's the gay one.
That's
No,
the gay one.
that's the gay one. No, but for he knows. He knows.
Y'all tell him from the door.
No, you don't have to tell. You just
Just
do
Whoa!
it.
Wait a minute. Let's go.
I'm gonna ask this question, Tony.
Go ahead.
Simply did. Let me ask you.
Go ahead.
In your pre, the one you with now. You see, I had to clear that up, right? Because I don't want him calling on his
I
phone.
want him to keep his energy.
Yes, I do.
Thursday, so-
Let me start once upon a time. When you were a single pre-man, you never had women that liked you and you that was like that's my little sister, but you knew she liked you. You call her my cousin sometimes because I said pre.
Yeah.
Because he got a whole woman now. Pre now.
Yeah.
Pride of her. Post, pre. So you had a chick that you might have really liked in the hood.
Right.
She might have been the hood Joan. She might have played ball with the boys or something short. It was your man's sister or whatever. And you liked her, she liked you. Y'all flirted a little bit, but y'all never really crossed that. Not really. Y'all never crossed that line.
Yes.
That's the friend
I think
zone.
That's the friend zone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a friend zone.
And sometimes it's just
Now it
that,
just has a title. That's all.
Right.
it's sometimes that you have
They put a label on it.
somewhat of a mental connection with the person, and somewhere along the way they said something or did something that you realized was not something that you wanted in a relationship, but you enjoy spending time with them. You understand what I'm saying? So you spend that time, but you recognize this is not a potential mate for me.
Right.
That's where women, I'm going to tell y'all need to stop this. Y'all need to stop. No. Stop talking to your girlfriends about her dude.
Yeah.
Because then her dude becomes your dude. Because what you asking for is burn me a copy of that one. You know how they get a DVD, you like that track? Burn me a copy. Because then she becomes interested in him more than you become. Girl, no. And you be telling he is so nice.
Yes.
He do such and such and such. And then you just be soaking it up. Like, for real. And then y'all get together at the cookout. And y'all little sisters back in the shed kissing and grinding. That's why that show Cheetahs came out.
Never let another
I'm glad we never got it. You know.
Never let another woman in your kitchen. And what I mean by that is exactly what Miss Darkchild said. Because as soon as you do, you turn your back, she's going to turn your grease up and burn your chicken. And then your man's going to you got burnt chicken. Okay? She's going to turn that grease up. And you're wondering, but she's smiling like, oh yeah, girl, for real? And you telling her all this, oh girl, you tell her all the good, oh girl, he did this, he did that, you tell her all the bad, and she's crying. Guess what? It's going to be a time where it's just them two sitting alone. That woman's going to be the total opposite of you because you trained her on what he like and what he don't like.
Right.
So he don't know. He's sitting in the dark. He don't know what's going on.
Don't know.
She's going to be telling him like, oh, I like football. Why? Because you done told her your man loves football.
Yeah.
So guess what? She's going to be.
She going to invite you to a football party and bring Kelly Cat. And she going to fry chicken and bring Kelly Cat. And she going to have some of that ShopRite chicken because you can't cook no how.
You're out.
And you don't know what she in there. She come with flour on her nose and crap.
You done gave her the you take your hand.
You done gave her the green light and now he looking like,
Like, wow, she knows all about me. You thinking it's soulmate.
I thought me and her had a connection, but
Yeah.
it makes he started thinking you an angel dropped from heaven because you doing everything so perfect,
Yeah.
so perfectly, knowing that your girl just gave her the formula.
Yeah.
Right.
And all she did was slip right into that role and fit them shoes and play that role well.
Exactly.
And then the next thing you know, she bringing that bell. He ringing that bell. Ding.
Yeah.
I left my wallet. You know. Then the girl stupid. Go past. I called Shakisha. She said, "Go ahead, pass and pick up your wallet. You did leave it there. Oh my God, we were so drunk. We had a good time." And then guess what? Put that back up.
Look at you. I got my stand. Go ahead.
5 hours later, he's still looking for his wallet.
Right. 5 hours later, he's still looking for his wallet. That's not how
And
that
the girlfriend gonna get his credit card when he goes.
So I'm not gonna do my segment. I'm gonna just put this out there. After doing some research, the New York Times posts that it's 37 million people now infected with HIV. Look, that quieted the room down real quick.
And that's that they counted.
That came forward and got tested. So imagine the
tested.
ones who haven't been tested.
Imagine the one
that's what I'm trying to say.
eating up people.
On purpose. It was this one girl, now I'm not sure how true or not it was, but she made a video saying that she purposely infected a lot of men.
There's a lot of people doing
And
Yeah, she purposely infected all these men with HIV because she knew they wasn't one. Because she's cute and she's thick and she knew because the guy physically attracted to her, all thick, you know. She lured him right in. Now all these men are walking around carrying the virus.
Let me ask you a question, and I just had this as a thought. How much does the physicalness play a part in whom you talk? Like, women and I'll be honest, we look front and back. When we see a man, we look at him.
God, somebody finally
We look at his behind.
Finally admitted it.
We look at his third leg, and we be like, third leg look good. Just like men go, she got nice tits, she got a nice rear end, whatever. So, how
This is
much
Internet radio.
should you not put that out there? Like, I believe that some things should be humanly left as a surprise. You go somewhere and you see these women with them skirts split all the way up the side. Half of her bun cheeks is out. She got on this low-cut dress. It's almost to the corner of her nipple hanging out on both sides. She got everything is Daisy Duke shorts with the fat back of your butt back hanging out. Like, at some point, I believe it should be a surprise element to that.
Yeah.
You become unattracted to me if I know you look like you wear size 42 waist. Why you got on them 33 jeans?
Yeah.
You just want me to see your little package.
Right. Right.
What I saw.
Because that may be a esteem
Look at my
issue.
card. Call.
See, listen.
Some women may think that that's all they have to offer a man, or that's the only thing about them that's going to attract a man, because they may not see themselves as eye-catching. So they feel as though, okay, well, I have to put my breasts out there, I have to put my bottom
No
out there.
self-esteem.
Yeah, exactly.
The old adage is, and Mom, thank you. The old adage is class never goes out of style,
Never.
right? Sometimes you have to really put a tag on what you deem as a man as opposed to a adult male of the species, because we look at, as men, we look at the women like that. If you come out in public exposed like that, God knows it's easy for me, him, and everybody else around the corner. Whether or not you conquer the said woman or whatever, the fact of the matter is, there's always that lingering mental doubt in your mind that, damn, it's that easy for me, it must be that easy for anybody. I just happen to be the flavor of the day.
My brother said, treat him like you meet him.
Yeah, exactly.
You treat her in the bar, you catch her in the bar, you meet her in the bar at the club. That's a twist. You meet her on the way to the market, okay, picking up her daughter, okay, going to UPS, whatever, at the Eagles game.
I don't know, because
Bird game.
I met one at the job, and Cruella de Vil just didn't turn out right. But anyway, that's another story.
Well, I don't agree with that 100%, because you could be someone who just may have just wanted to just get outside those four walls for a minute and just go to the bar and have a drink, and you may just so happen to meet someone nice there. So just because someone's in a bar doesn't mean their mentality has to be the bar mentality.
Right.
You can go to the library and fox at the library.
But if she at the bar all the time.
Oh, yeah, she's always at the bar.
I said, well, that night she could have just been feeling some kind of way and just went out with her girlfriend. He said, oh, no, that ain't it. You call her next week and be like, where you at? I'm at the bar with my girlfriend. You call her 2 weeks later, I'm at the bar with my girlfriend. Okay, give her a drink, hit it, just split it.
Let me ask you something. How many of you believe in soulmates?
I believe.
Do you believe that everyone has their one person? Do you
That's
believe
how
do you believe a soulmate? You only have one soulmate, or do you believe you can have more than one soulmate?
I believe you got a whole bunch of them. It's just a matter of you catching them.
Yeah.
Like bubbles. Blow the bubbles.
I honestly think they like the thing. You ever see the movie Avatar?
Yeah.
Okay, remember the tree that had all the little lights and everything? I think they're all over the place. They're everywhere. Your soulmates, they're everywhere. It's how you act with a person. Regardless, it's what you put out. It's that emotional thing, that mental, that spiritual connect that you can just grab. I could just know that you're at work, sitting down, doing whatever it is you're doing. Bingo. Here's 3 dozen roses. For no reason. It ain't Valentine's Day, it ain't birthday, it's just here.
You saw the post I put up over the weekend, right?
Yeah, very nice.
We always see the post. You know,
Did you see the post?
Very nice.
And everybody who saw the post was like, what was that for? Anniversary, birthday?
Doesn't have to be.
No, it wasn't. It was just because.
Just because.
It's just because.
Well,
You knew Mushy was coming in.
The mushy
sometime.
moment. That's all.
It always just I am congratulating it, but we just keeping it in the family sometimes.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah,
Sometimes I keep it in the family.
So
I like this.
me and my girl stayed at the hotel.
My girl.
My woman.
Oh, thank you, because she's beyond a girl. I got your
My
back,
woman.
sis.
We stayed at the hotel over the weekend, and so what I did was I decorated the room the first night with photographs of her and us
Aw.
all over, and
See,
See, now you telling another somebody's business.
No, that was us.
Okay, now there's another chick who like you sitting in the back going, pictures.
Is she trying?
That chick mess up, I'ma slide right in. And men have their vulnerable moments, so don't say you didn't.
Yes,
One
ma'am.
week you came in here looking like your dog ran away,
Because we
got hit, and the
something.
folks took
All right, real quick, on that note, we're gonna take a quick break.
We don't need no break.
Still,
Let's watch what's going on.
I'm ready for something else.
We're gonna put y'all down with some new stuff.
And then the Sadior presents Open Conversation on Heat 100 Radio.
Mark is a good dude.
Let me say that.
Tony, I'm with you though. Nothing wrong with it. You know what I
We're
mean?
gonna come right back anyway. Go around the table. Last comments on the topic. And
Take rose petals and put them in the shape of a heart on the bed.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Drag them all the way up the stairway. You know,
That's wrong.
tea lights all over the place. Hey, if it's in you.
The next night I did the candles, I did the ribbons, hanging from the ceiling.
Let's face fact. Everybody's not a romantic. It's not romantically inclined.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with that. But you should be able to have some form of creativity to do
Yeah.
something for your mate.
Wednesday,
Right.
14th, I'm driving baby girl up to New York.
The one thing that I've always thought, I was married twice, so it's not like I'm batting 1,000. I've been divorced twice too, and that's where I'm at now, and I'm cool with that. But you try, you never know. You try again, you know what I mean? But it's that being said, you always want to try and make that next person feel like they're the last person.
Right.
They're
Go first.
Alright, you're gonna come back on. We're gonna go around the table real quick.
First or
everybody
last?
can close out.
Oh, that's pretty.
And we are back. You're tuned in to Sadior Presents Open Conversation here on Heat 100 Radio. The time is approximately 7:50 p.m. on Thursday night. We're going to go around the table and talk a little bit about our topic. If you missed any of the show, you can always go to Ustream sometime tomorrow morning and watch the show. Search Sadior, Sadior LLC. You can find tonight's show and all our past shows on YouTube.
Why did you say approximately 1 o'clock is right there?
That might be wrong.
But
My
you got a
clock says
clock.
7:51. That says 7:50. My phone says 7:51.
So stick with
It's
the.
approximately 7:50, 7:50. I just felt like I was talking to Miss Sanders. So I just felt like, look, I had to like, ooh. All right, let's go around the room first. We're going to start with Miss Diva. Your last comments and suggestions and opinions on our topic, physical attraction versus mental connection.
Well, real quick, I'll just say, for the most part, everybody can kind of agree that there has to be an initial, some type of physical attraction for the introduction. However, the only thing that's going to keep a relationship stable is communication and a mental attraction. So that's just my take on it. But bottom line is, I think people need to really start back to dating and courting. That's about it.
Okay, and I agree with you that physical attraction is what first attracts you to that person. I feel so that if you have to try to establish a mental connection with that person, to me, dating, courting, romance is very important in a relationship. And if you don't have those things, the relationship becomes stale, old, and then you look for reasons to get out of that relationship.
You
have
would know.
to do things to keep it fresh. Yes, I would know. You have to do things to keep it fresh and exciting And unlike Miss Darkchild,
Oh.
I am one who is a romantic. and
Yes, he is.
Keep it afloat and keep it going.
We're gonna get a book out of this
Yeah, I need to
season.
write a book.
This season, Mark 5. This
Trust
season,
me.
the open conversation will be a book.
When
How
I,
to date a woman.
what I got coming up for her birthday is gonna blow the socks off.
Don't wear no socks. I want to see you get blowed up.
Simply me.
All right, I'm gonna go with Miss Me because Simply
Miss-
D's over there. So now
Miss
I'm gonna be Miss Me. Did you miss me?
That's cute, Miss Me.
I believe there are many different factors when it comes down to a relationship. Now, in what order? I don't believe there's necessarily an order because you could be mentally connected to someone first and then there's a physical, or vice versa. I also believe that a spiritual connection plays a part in it. Now, I believe the mental connection plays a major part in that because without the mental connection, then there's just a relationship existing. With the mental connection, there's a relationship and there's a relationship that's growing. So I believe, again, there are many different factors. My suggestion would be to take your time and to, again, get to know yourself and ask yourself, what are you looking for in a person? And to see if you are that person that you're looking for. Ask yourself, would I marry me? And that's something that you should really think about.
If you answer that, there's a place called Friends Hospital. You might not be there.
No, I really think you should
That's
really
real too.
see, ask yourself, am I the type of person, who could be a good wife or a good husband? Would I marry myself?
Kev.
Not necessarily marry yourself, but I believe you folks out there know what I mean by that.
Yes, they are too. Yes, we have an intellectual audience, Jesse. Yes, we do, and I'm quite sure they understood exactly what you said. Basically, physical attraction is what it is, whether it's for 5 minutes, 5 hours, 5 years, eternity, whatever it may be. The mental connection is something that stands the test of time. One versus the other, I think they actually complement one another because both of them are necessary for any sustainable relationship to take place. Without it, you have what we call those situationships. We're just here, or what they call chill in the friend zone.
Friend zone.
In the friend zone.
Chill in the friend zone. There we go. I learned a lot this evening, but be true to yourself, be true to the next individual, as much as you possibly can, because there are people that are always going to carry skeletons, and you have to be, a detective on duty 24/7 to protect your own self, protect your own heart, protect your own mind, right, as well as your body. So I say that for me, I like them both. I need them both, and I'm not going to substitute one for the other. I'll have them both. And when one fails, kick in the other one. And when the other one fails, get back to square one.
Well, this is your girl, Philadelphia's Princess of Comedy. Don't forget to check me out this weekend. I'm going to be somewhere probably in a neighborhood close to you. Matter of fact, I'm going to be at 3801 Market Street this Saturday. I'm coming down with the big dogs, over 1,000 people in the building. Come holler at me. And then I'll be in West Philly.
All ugly guys
Sunday.
come up front.
Voltage Lounge. If you ugly, stay your behind in the dark back. So, as always, I do believe love is a matter of heart. It is more about a spiritual connection than anything else. It goes beyond physical, and it goes beyond mental. Love is something that has no color and can tend to supersede all racial, all financial, and I listen. If you ain't no money, love ain't live here. So, but it will. Love might keep you warm, but ain't gonna keep the gas on.
Here's a clue. Bring some cranberry juice.
Don't listen to something deep. Yo, this your girl, Darkchild. I'm out on that one.
Cranberry juice.
This is your boy Mark 5. I first want to thank everybody for coming in a guest on Open Conversation show. Like usual, thanks for the love. Second, make sure you tune in next Thursday when we are going to have a guest that's going to talk about how to go brain dead that quick.
Don't forget, this is October. This is Breast Cancer
Oh yeah.
Awareness Month.
Talk about that.
So shout out to everybody that came out last year when we did our walk. Shout out to everybody that continue to support us and all our listeners out there. We got a new one, Kim Stevens. She is one of our loyal listeners, and she's got her own little thing going on. She's a survivor of breast cancer.
That's my high school classmate.
You know her?
Yes.
Ah,
Small.
wow. See how the world is small?
Mhm.
Very much so.
So, and I didn't even know she went to high school.
Anyway, I got
You know what I mean? Because she's so perfect, like an angel. She just boom.
October 8th, next Thursday. Tune in when we're going to talk about organ donors. We have a guest that's going to be on that son passed away, and he donated his organs to a young man. I'll let her tell the rest of the story, but please make sure you tune in next Thursday here on Heat 100 Radio, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Check out this show again, like I said, tomorrow. You can check out all the shows, tonight's shows on YouTube. Search Sadior LLC. As far as physical attraction, I gotta go with yeah, that too. I gotta go with everybody says something I think that I took something from. You have to be physically attracted to somebody for you to even know if you're mentally, if you see somebody that you're not attracted to and they don't put you in a situation where you can get to know them or see what type of person they is, you're probably gonna walk past them because they're not gonna grab your attention. But it could be a situation like, say, they on stage and they talking and there's something about them that grab your attention, like, wow, that makes you want to start a conversation with them to be able to really get to see what type of person they are that attracts you mentally to them. So I guess it depends on the situation that that individual is in with you for you to be able to see what type of attraction grabs you to. Because I listen to people on the radio that you might be like, wow, something they said or just the way they come off might make you attracted to them. And you never seen them.
That's called stalking.
So, so all those who stalking dark side.
Restraining orders on the
Oh, goodness.
But,
We're on Sydney Wadsworth. She's about to walk out.
Hey!
Hey,
Give me my tag number. Give my tag number.
She's going to Chestnut Hill.
Right. Yeah. Right there.
But again, I appreciate everybody for listening and supporting. Tune in next Thursday. We got a lot of things going on the rest of the month of October. We're going to discuss, of course, cancer. We got a lot of things coming. So if you have any questions, any concerns, or you would like to reach out to any of us at Open Conversation, you can call us at the office at 215-909-6070. Follow us on all social media. Just look for Open Conversation Show, and you should get in touch that way. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you next Thursday here on Heat 100 Radio. This is your boy, Mark 5. Have a good evening.
Peace. Peace. That's a poem coming up, man. I'm glad you said that.
What?
Huh? That's a poem coming up.
Yeah?
Yep.
It's so funny.
My grandson.
When you're booking stuff, man, you gotta let us know what's going on. Let's get some pictures real quick.
The manuscript should be done by the end of this month.
Let's get some pictures right.
That's a poem coming up right there, Jack. Let's see.
What I'm gonna do,
And I just think I wrote a motivational book.
no, yeah,
I
no.
spoke with 2 editors. I'm just gonna wait until I get into the right hands. So.
Line up.
Yeah.
Y'all, let's get these pictures.
This is my first. It's a collection of poems.
Oh, nice.
Green building.
And
Parking in front of the building, you got a silver Jeep, and behind that you got 4 cars.
they're all originals.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
It's like probably the only cars on the right side, right after
Yo, that topic was buzzing. What?
In front of this sign.
About would you ever kill, watch a murder? Who would you do?
Oh yeah, that was.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
You say what? Would you what?
If you saw somebody murder somebody, would you mind your business? Or would you get involved?
No, I'm snitching. I lost my brother. I'm snitching like a champ.
Yeah,
I'm telling you that dude shot my brother in the back for no reason
That's like the
whatsoever.
guy that was
I'm
murdered
telling
when,
everything.
He said the woman
And
right now, the
for
guy was
free.
attacking her, and he jumped in, and the guy turned around and killed him. So he's trying to save the lady and her daughter. This happened down in Delaware.
Yeah, on Rodney Square. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm snitching for free. You ain't even gotta pay
It's
me.
right there.
I'm singing
Stop
like
right
a
there.
book. He
Right
did it.
side.
Yep.
How's
I'm on my way, Your
right to
Honor.
the building?
She did it.
All right,
All right.
okay, you wanna
So you come to the door,
get on
stay
this
to your
side,
right.
next to D-Way, Dark Cow, you get in the center.
All right.
What is the
Alright.
center?
All right,
Of the universe, baby.
You in the center, it's D-Way.
It's called
and
the
everyone else
sun.
side.
Give life to all.
Because you can just take that.
I need a picture of this right here.
Chris, you wanna, matter of fact, videotape some of this? You got
Sure.
tape left?
That's the, that is the, you know that's the Nuff
We out.
logo, right? The single